podcast.
Welcome back to Crystal Clear IRL on the Roundtable. I'm Ostrich Vox.
I'm Retro Nemo.
And my name is Tom.
Now we're here for Season 2 of Crystal Clear IRL. What does that mean? Well, each and every week we gather right here at this table on the Roundtable.
It's actually round this time.
Yeah, stop commenting.
And we discuss your Steven Universe theories, thoughts, opinions, but since there are 4 brand spanking new episodes out on the Cartoon Network app, we're going to spend the next few episodes talking about those, reviewing those, and we want to hear your thoughts. But how do you do that? With the Stardust app. Stardust will be the bridge between us, the Roundtable, and you, the audience, to get your thoughts, your theories on the show directly to us. With the Stardust app, it's pretty simple. You download it on your phone and you react to movies, TV shows, trailers. You get to nerd out, you get to put your thoughts out there. It's what I always say. It's like Facebook without the taxes and the politics, all that stuff. You just get to nerd out.
Also, the privacy scandals.
Yeah.
And there are tons of other people in the app. You got Jeremy Johns, new rock stars, Chris Stuckman, and so much more. And of course, the Roundtable. So why don't you follow us at Roundtable Vids? Be sure to tag us in your reviews, your theories. Speaking of which, here are some we didn't get to in the last season of Crystal Clear IRL. Roll the clip.
Alright, I just finished Jungle Moon, and it occurs to me that Steven means crown or garland. It comes from Latin Stephanos. So Steven Universe means either the crown or the garland of the universe, or it could be the prince of the universe. So I think it makes a lot of sense that Rose is actually Pink Diamond's crowning achievement, or is Pink Diamond herself.
So what if the rose quartz gem was made to be an incubator of sorts made by Pink Diamond, because she obviously had some sort of fascination with human and organic life, considering the human zoo. So considering that would explain why Rose Quartz knew that she couldn't exist alongside with Steven, and the other gems didn't know what could happen and thought maybe it was a secret kind of thing and they didn't know other existing stuff.
It's Vinny91 and I'm back with Together Breakfast, which was an okay episode. I liked it for how they show the temples. We still don't actually get to see a lot of the inside of the temples of the gym's rooms and stuff, and I wish we could get more about that, especially because I totally forgot there was a heart inside the temple, like this thing is alive. Oh my goodness, is the temple alive? Is Obsidian still real and sitting there? That's not a statue.
Hey guys, I just finished watching Jungle Moon, and I kind of have a theory of why Pink Diamond is as small as she is. I think that it's because she doesn't have a colony, and real life diamonds are made under pressure, and that's why blue and yellow are much bigger than she is in this flashback, is because they have more colonies, they have more pressure to be better leaders, and she doesn't.
Thank you everybody for sending in those reactions, and of course, if you want to be featured on the show like all those people, download Stardust, link is in the description, follow us at Roundtable Vids, and be sure to tag us in those reactions, those theories, and be sure to tag the specific episode. As we're reviewing these episodes, next episode we'll cover both Your Mother and Mine, which we're talking about today, and The Big Show. So if you have any thoughts or theories on this episode that you want us to hear, leave them on Stardust, but by next week we'll normally include your thoughts on that episode we're talking about, so be sure to leave some on The Big Show as well. And on that note guys, let's talk about Your Mother and Mine.
Alright.
So after a little 3-month hiatus, we have brand new Steven Universe thanks to the Cartoon Network app, and it all starts with Your Mother and Mine. So this episode is just Garnet telling the off-colors about, at least what she thinks, is how the gem war went down about rose quartz, because they have this warped perception of rose quartz. They think that, I believe one of them said that she eats gems, one of them said that she's actually organic.
That she like came from Earth.
Yeah.
And she was like a corrupt ruby. Or
defective quartz.
A defective quartz, yeah.
Yeah.
They have fanfiction on Homeworld.
Yeah, evidently.
I mean, more like propaganda, but no. And it was another Garnet tells a story episode, which I thought was cool.
Isn't propaganda just fanfiction?
Now, I was hoping, I know a lot of people thought this as well, that we'd be finishing Garnet's flashback that she started in Gemcation, but she didn't even touch on any of that.
In fact, that's kind of set the tone for what these 4 episodes were going to be like.
Yeah.
In terms of underwhelming. I mean,
so Shane, you have some beef with this episode.
Oh, I have a lot of beef with this episode.
In the very beginning of the episode, Large, he's doing his little log date, and Steven comes out of his head of a sub, and you were very upset about it.
You're gonna touch on this. Yeah, I am upset with this. I feel like Steven's kind of like sweeping under the rug that he's the reason why Lars is in space, and he's the one who screwed him over. anything's like popping out of his hair with a sob and being like, things are better on Earth, are gonna be like nice to him, and he's like, I'm so innocent.
Well, I mean,
It's Zarda's fault he's in space.
I mean,
is it though?
I mean, mother like son.
Literally though. Yeah, I can't wait until it's revealed that Rose Quartz had nothing to do with shattering Pink Diamond. She's the lamest gem, and then Steven finally gets knocked off his high horse. That's
What high horse is he on?
Whoa, this morally high ground. Or I'm like, oh, he knows to everybody, but he's really ruining everybody's lives. I mean, Lars died.
Yeah, but Lars should have, if he didn't run away from Sadie and Topaz, he would have got off the ship for everybody else.
I guess so, but think about this, right?
Uh-huh.
Steven didn't mean to bring him back to life. It was an accident. He wasn't even trying to bring him back to life.
He just had something in his eye.
He literally just had something in his eye. And that's the reason why Lars is still here. It's not like Steven's like, or anything like that.
He was just crying.
He was literally, yeah.
He was like, oh, there's something in my eye.
He could have been laughing really hard. And then the tears from his eye.
Wow.
So anyways, that's how we start with the episode.
Something I really enjoyed was when Garnet met the off-colors, because I feel like her reaction to all of them was exactly how everyone thought they would be. Because I remember
so wholesome. It was so wholesome.
A lot of people thought that when she met Fluorite, she would just be enamored by her, and she was. She said like, "Oh, you're beautiful," and my heart melted.
Yeah.
I was like, "Mama Garnet coming through, Square Mom coming through."
And then they were all uncomfortable.
And then they're like, we don't know you.
It's not nice to make fun of us, and that actually made me sad.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
me
"Oh,
too.
wow." Ooh, like, but then I thought about it, I'm like, that probably is how people actually are, like, in real life, who are used to just being put down all the time. That when they hear a compliment, they just don't take it the right way.
Well, also her compliments were just like pointing out how different they were.
Yeah.
Oh, there's two of you. Like, it wasn't like, it was her tone that made it.
It's like, wow, look at this freaky deformity you got.
Yeah.
An orange sapphire.
I feel like it was cool to see like Garnet screw up like socially and emotionally, because she's usually so reserved.
Mm-hmm.
So to see her like come out of like her shell and be like, oh, this is like getting so excited about it, and then everyone's reactions is like, she's got a lot to learn about talking to people.
But speaking of a homeworld propaganda, do you guys feel like Garnet's story itself was propaganda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it seemed very much in Rose's favor.
Completely in Rose's
Well, let's
favor.
be honest, Garnet lives in an echo chamber.
That's true. She lives in a cave.
I said that in a way that I meant it to be a joke, but it's actually kind of true.
Well, here's the thing. In Garnet's story, and there's a lot of parts of the story that we can touch on that I haven't already,
Yeah.
Rose was worried that Homeworld was winning, like, and the Crystal Gem forces were dwindling. But Homeworld was the one who was losing because they had to rush to make the beta kindergarten for more soldiers.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the truth here, Garnet?
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
What is the truth?
And like, okay, maybe this, I'm gonna sound like an idiot, but like, they all shot at Earth and her shield saved it.
Yeah,
that-
this is Rose's shield.
But like, that was a lot of force from like the diamonds.
So,
Like when
it's
she-
Rose's shield.
Okay, I don't know.
I mean, that is a really good point, though, because, like, how can a single gem shield be powerful than, like, more powerful than all three diamonds?
That's what I'm thinking.
It's like, how overpowered are the Rose Quartzes?
I
Yeah.
mean, you also have to consider, like, the beam was, like, spread out over a large area.
Is that why the dinosaurs died?
But it's like the diamond's supposed to be the end all the be all and just be stronger than all these other gems, but then you have a gem whose weapon is stronger than
Yeah.
a blast from all. So actually, that brings up a really good point.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's only a fraction of the blast, though.
That's true.
What do you mean?
But I still feel like there may be.
Because, like, they were doing the whole, like, surface of that part of the Earth. And then she used her shield to protect from just, like,
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah, because it was probably really big.
Yeah.
If like a laser beam comes down, like a laser pointer.
Yeah, like, just a single beam.
Like that doesn't make any sense. So.
But that makes me wonder, like, what are the other, like, crystal gems doing that weren't Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl? Like, were they just, like, did, like, some of their weapons started, like, slicing the air and it just didn't work?
They all died.
Like,
They probably all
Rose using
died.
her shield, come on, guys, let's fight it! And then they just turned into monsters?
And then she was
really
like, she was looking at Pearl and she's like, I would say Bismuth if I
I miss Bismuth. Also, I wonder where Rose put Bismuth, like, before Lion. Because she fought Lion after the war.
She probably just put her in the temple.
Rose is about to do her laundry.
Yeah, but, like, I feel like the gems would notice that. Also, I don't know if they had a temple during the war or not. I don't know, the timeline on that's really unclear, because we haven't seen, like, when they first had the temple.
This whole thing's up
Wherever
there.
they ended up after that, she probably just bubbled Bismuth and then put her there. And then
She's like.
I'm just imagining, like, a gem walking by, like, is that Bismuth? She's like, no. What?
Keep
It's a Homeworld one.
I'm the nice one. Keep walking.
probably like in her room or something.
It was no. She's doing laundry and she's like, "What's in my pocket?" Oh shit! I forgot I did that.
Speaking of which, I feel like Pink Diamond was a lot more sinister here in this flashback than she was in Jungle Moon, which is weird because it was literally the episode before, so that also makes you think that Garnet is being biased. Like,
Yeah.
There's no way Pink Diamond talked like that. Okay, to be fair, some people have
I
pointed
can
out.
believe that.
Some people have pointed out that maybe she was trying to act more like Yellow and like the other diamonds, but I don't know. Like in the last episode, she was like, "Cool ship," and she's like, "I want my own colony." Now she's like, "Don't be absurd, you little fucking asshole."
Yeah, I know.
That was in the presence of someone she respected and admired.
Mm.
Whereas like she's not talking to like her subordinates that way.
That's true.
Like with her subordinates, she was probably a lot more harsh.
But maybe she.
I mean, but also like a huge inconsistency that I pointed out, and I know Slice's recent video on Pink Diamond and Rose, he also pointed out, it was like Rose proposed to Pink Diamond like leaving the Earth alone to save like the humans and everything, and Garnet made it seem like Pink Diamond didn't really care for humans, but that's not true because of the human zoo and how the humans are taking care of the zoo. Like she clearly had to study the humans' needs for that, so that's already a huge inconsistency, and that's why I think Garnet just doesn't. I don't think Garnet was lying, but I think she definitely has a bias, and I think she wasn't told the proper things, or maybe she's just putting in the blanks of what she assumed happened. Not even that Rose told her this or that, but she had to put in the blanks. Okay, well, I assume this happened.
It's a dramatization.
Yeah.
It's really like the true meaning of this episode is to show like not even Garnet really knows.
Well, what I think is gonna happen is because we know there's still Pearl and Rose's origins coming back.
Yeah.
And that's assumably going to be in this season. So my thought is that what they're going to do is Pearl's going to tell her side of the story, and it will contradict with Garnet's side. And like to the audience, that's why they're having Garnet's side come out now.
Yeah.
So that way you'd be like, oh, well, this is what everyone, like even Homeworld thinks this is what happened, but this is actually the truth.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I think Pearl does know more than Garnet and Amethyst. Yeah. Definitely Amethyst, because Amethyst came out for the war. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I feel like Steven's gonna be really mad when he finds out that he got lied to like again.
Well, he's not like Garnet lied to him intentionally.
I guess not.
Maybe I don't know.
I mean, Garnet did just straight up say like Rose took out her sword and killed Pink Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Like
she drew.
That's something that bugged me. At the end of the episode, Steven and Garnet are talking, and he was like, "Garnet," I was like, "Oh, he's gonna say how Bismuth's sword can't shed her gems," and instead he was like, "What did Pink Diamond sell out there?" And
I heard her last night. She was saying something about Earth.
Look, if Pink Diamond's alive, I'm sure the Quinverse can make it interesting. I personally don't think that's a route they should take. I think that's the worst route possible.
Yeah.
My video on it, I was trying to be more comedic anger, but I think people took it as genuine anger.
Well, I mean,
and like I wouldn't be fuming if Pink Diamond was alive. I'd be like, what? Why?
Well, here's the thing. I feel like Rose Quartz, like, she gave herself up for Steven because she believed everything was okay. So if like Pink Diamond was still out there, why would she give up her form?
I think Rose is actually under the impression that Steven would be able to fix things she wasn't able to.
Oh, so she just basically passed it on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's getting worse every episode. She's really just getting worse.
I made a whole video on this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like how she avoids responsibility a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, Homer's still coming after Greg, wanna have some sex?
It wasn't Greg like the last
Human, she...
Well, okay.
Yeah, we also
Yeah,
saw that Rose got very intimate with other humans.
She goes around,
in this episode.
man.
Yeah, like that really cheapened her whole relationship with Greg, if you ask me.
I don't think it cheapened it.
Okay, but that'd be so awesome.
Because I don't know, it seems like she probably had like the exact same relationship with other humans before Greg.
Yeah.
That's true.
And if it was like in the end, it turns out like Greg realizes that he was used so that like Rose didn't have to deal with the responsibility.
Okay, let's not go
my
there.
But like, dude, like, and then Greg ends up hating Rose.
And then
like that'd be so awesome. That'd be such a like a cool dramatic thing.
Yeah.
And then like everyone like realizes, yeah, that'd be awesome. And they tear down the painting.
Like,
but dude, like TVH,
It'd
like
be like the end of Luke Cage.
I don't know what that is.
Skip ahead. Basically, he finds out that his wife was lying to him the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
And that she was actually part of the government experiments on him.
Like that.
Hey, she's also dead.
Yeah.
That should happen. I think that'd be awesome.
I don't think that's gonna happen. Well, Rebecca Sherry did say that all Steven's compassion for Rose comes from Greg.
Well, yeah, because
You gotta think though, Rose wasn't Greg's first lover.
Yeah, but he's a human.
So I feel like Rose is entitled to love other people.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But also,
like I get you guys saying like her
but
relationship
what if
in
it's
particular.
like she
Greg.
was like genuinely like married to people, like she was with
And they
Greg.
just died.
Like unofficially married, but like then they just died, and then she's like, well, time to find another one.
Oh hey, how's it going?
Yeah, like exactly like that.
I just came from a funeral.
I know the way they seem like in the flashback, that like she was just doing her job, and then she got like distracted. She just wandered off, and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And
kind
then
of like a hoe.
yeah, like that's how they kind of. I'm not gonna say for sure that was kind of the vibe. I was thinking that's like, oh.
And you know who was there through all of these relationships?
Pearl.
Was that your boyfriend screwed up again? Oh, like that happened for millions of years. She had to hear that.
No, like that's why Pearl said in her song "It's Over," isn't it? Like,
I
after
guess.
all these men, or no, I was fine with the men who would come into her life now and again. So like Rose did have other mates.
You
before
got me
Greg.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got me there. Pearl did imply that before Greg, none of it was serious.
Yeah.
So you do got me there. I think it's really funny to think like she just like walked out of her last husband's funeral and he died at like 98 and then she goes to Greg's show and she's like, oh hey.
Yeah, like literally she's like walking away from the funeral and she's like, I have no idea where I'm going. Then she's Greg's show. She's like, oh, fresh meat.
Nirvana just got big. She's like, music's cool.
She's like, I'll never get over you, Toby. And then she walks. And then Greg is just playing guitar and she's like, oh, who's this?
By the end of the series, when we look back at like who we thought Rose was, it's gonna be very interesting.
If people are wondering, why aren't you talking more about the flashback? The flashback was just stuff you already knew.
Yeah.
Like it gave like a little bit more context, like Rose worked in kindergarten, but like,
but Kevin, it had the clip that they teased before.
yeah, okay. Something that pissed me off was that like everything good in this episode was in the trailer. So when I was watching it, like the only thing that wasn't that like kind of took me off guard was like White Diamond silhouette and what. Why is her neck so
off guard?
long?
You literally screamed.
No, I'm talking about like watching the episode. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone thought Yellow Diamond's neck was long.
She's a giraffe.
Yeah, and then White Diamond's just like. Brrr.
Yeah.
She's a giraffe diamond.
Imagine how lame this show would be if they went with like typical alien designs with like the big eyes.
Peridot?
Peridot's like Zim.
So yeah, Flashback didn't really iterate too much new, and we know it isn't correct because Rose couldn't have had her pink diamond with her sword, and I don't think she just changed out the blade because that's lazy writing.
That's lazy, yeah.
She just made a stronger sword.
Right. Bismuth made. Oh wait.
So I do think there's more to that story, but beyond the flashback, I mean, like I said, the only thing really that context we got outside of like, oh, Pink Diamond was kind of a jerk allegedly, and the human zoo and the sword and everything, and Rose's mates was that we saw White Diamond silhouette, and again, long neck, and we saw White Diamond's hand and alluded to her powers and everything. You know, we already talked about this on the channel.
Yeah.
So I don't really want to reiterate that in the review. I mean, the only thing we know for sure was accurate was the corruption blast because it wasn't stylized and Garnet was actually there for that.
It was just a cute little episode. It was the closest thing we got to like a plot heavy.
Something that I liked, Garnet included Bismuth in like the roster back then. Like I was like, she drew attention to her, Pearl, and Bismuth.
Yeah.
And you know, that shows that even now, Bismuth still means a lot to Garnet. Like even though Bismuth really messed up what happened with Steven, Garnet still cares about her and loves her.
Yeah.
And like she's not gonna just erase her from history. I think that was really powerful.
So she didn't lie completely.
Yeah.
Just maybe embellish some stuff.
I don't think Garnet lied at all. I think she just has the wrong
That's just
information.
what she knows, yeah. That's kind of sad.
Outside of that, the ending of this episode kind of takes me off because you think it's gonna go into an arc. They turn back on Sun Incinerator, and it's like, oh, well, we gotta get some parts. And then Road Knight's like, well, there's Yellow Diamond's asteroid mine. That's the nearest colony, but it'd be dangerous. And I was like, well, so are we. Let's get them. And they fly off. And the next episode, you're just back in Beach City. It was like, what?
I know. And you know, it makes me think that maybe they, like, made them in a certain order production-wise, but they aired them out of order or something.
I don't think they did, though, because Letter Solaris has them in the asteroid mine.
That's so weird. And then we got, like, towny episodes.
Yeah, it was just... It's like they just didn't care.
Yeah, literally. I don't know. Steven Universe, start making some right decisions, please.
Start making some right decisions.
Start not doing bad stuff.
Just like have some continuity.
Yeah, I was all hyped when he drove off, and I'm like, oh boy, and then Kevin was over my shoulder, he's like, you like that? I'm like, yeah, and he's like, well, get ready, and then I watched the next episode, I'm like, why are they here? Like, what's going on? So.
At the very least, Steven could have been like, wow, that was some great adventure.
Yeah, it could have been like, I can't believe we all almost died. And then also we learned how Pink Diamond shattered Rose instead of the other way around.
Okay, Shade.
Who's Peridot?
Oh yeah, that was funny.
But I mean, overall, this was a pretty solid episode. I enjoyed it, even if we didn't get too much information. Again, Garnet off colors was gold.
It was cute.
Alluding to Pink Diamond possibly being alive. Lars, I like Captain Lars a lot. I like this new Lars persona. It was good stuff. But that's where we turn the conversation over to you guys.
Yep.
Let us know in the comments below or tweet those thoughts directly to us at Roundtable Vids. If you want to help us grow, become a member on Patreon. $3 can get you our scripts, video avatars, early video access, exclusive updates, and so much more. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and if you're new here, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications, stay in the loop with all things Steven. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. Osher Fox,
Retro Nemo.
And Tom.
signing out.